next class. Today is our fifth lecture, and I'm welcoming all of you. And in today's lecture, we'll be learning about operators. We have different kinds of operators in almost every language, but in to be to be more particular, in today's lecture, we'll learn about C++ operators or all types of operators in C++ language. So let's get started. Are you guys ready? Let's get started. And remember, if you have any questions regarding this session, go to the chat option and please ask your questions. And if you're watching this lecture on YouTube, you can comment down below and then you will get the answer from me very soon. So let's get started. We have operators. We have different types of operators in C++. The first one that you guys can see on the screen is arithmetic operators, right? We will work with all these kind of operators practically. While coding, we will use it practically. But for now, I'm just going to explain it theoretically, right? Like what it really does. So the first one we have is arithmetic operators, right? So what are arithmetic operators? These, we have 5 arithmetic operators. The first one is used for addition, the second for subtraction, and this slash is used for division, and the fourth one, asterisk symbol, is used for multiplication. And the last one, it is not percentage symbol, it is percentage symbol, but it is called modulus, and it is used to get the reminder. It is used to get the reminder when one value is divided by the another one. So it is used to get the reminder of the division of those two values, right? So these all are 5 arithmetic operators. Let's work with it practically, okay? So I'm just going to open this this file in div C++, and we'll learn about arithmetic operators. These are quite simple. I'm sure there will be no problem with it. So suppose I'm just going to declare two variables, x equals to 10 and integer y equals to 5. So let's work with these operators practically. So the first one is simple, the addition, right? The addition symbol, or you can say the addition operator we have gives x plus y. So these are called arithmetic operators. The subtraction, the subtraction arithmetic operator, you can call it subtraction operator. It gives, this is kind of a long lecture, but I'm just doing it in hurry so that you guys, I don't waste your time because time is very precious. So x minus y for the fourth one, or why not just copy this line to make our work easier. So let me paste it 2 more times. The subtraction operator, the multiplication gives 1 multiplied by y. There we have division, there we have modulus symbol. The remainder operator, this is actually called modulus operator, but I'm just giving you guys an idea that how this operator works in each sense, right? So this the fourth one is we have the division, right? So now we'll compile this program and see the result of each operator, that what these operators really does. These are quite simple, but I'm just explaining it because Most of the students here we have are beginners, so that's why. Now this program is compiling and then I'll be running it. Now it's finally compiled. I'm going to run it by pressing F10. So you guys can see the result, but wait, let me break these lines, right? So now I'll add another one here. And now let's see the result of each operator and what these operator actually does. So now you can see the difference. The first operator is used for adding these two values that I have stored in these two variables. The second one is used for subtraction. The third one, this asterisk symbol, is used for multiplication. That's why we got 50. And the fourth one is the division, right? When x is divided by y, we get 2. And the remainder gives 0 because when 10 is divided by 5, we get 0 remainder. So this is the modulus operator and is used to get remainder. Okay, and we'll use it in different programs. So you must learn it. Okay, you must learn its use. So these are all arithmetic operators. I'm sure this is clear. So I will just save this file so that you guys can read it later. I would give it a name, arithmetic, arithmetic. I forgot the spelling, but let's just go with any of them. So now we have the second operator. I would go with we can call it increment, or decrement operator. So what are increment and decrement operators? This operator, when we put two plus symbols, is called increment operator, and this one is called decrement operator. What it really does is that increment operator actually adds one value, one digit with the given number, and the decrement subtract one digit from the given value. So let's work with it practically. What are increment and decrement operators? So I'll just open this copy and work with these operators practically as well. So now it has finally been opened, and now I'm just going to declare or initialize two variables in x equals to 10, right? And now if I print that, the value of x before increment is x. First we'll print the actual value of x, and then we'll print it after incrementation. So I will just save its value in another variable int y equals to x plus plus. So after increment, we have the x value y here. So let's see the difference. Let me save it and compile it. Then I'll be running this code. Now it's compiling. And it's finally done. Let me run this code. You guys can see the difference. The value of x before increment is 10. Well, we didn't get any change. Let me see it. Maybe I've made a mistake here. After increment, why I didn't get 11? It was supposed to give me 11. But anyway, I guess that we have problem here. So after increment, x plus plus, I'm still getting same value. Yeah, now it's fine. I was supposed to do the pre-increment. We have pre-increment and post-increment, okay? So you should keep it in mind. The pre-increment is something that it actually do increment with the given value and then store its value. But the post-increment is that you get the actual value first and then it is being increment when you print it later on. So here we have to use pre-increment operator. Don't be just confused with it. You can just call it simple increment or decrement operator. So as you can see, when first I printed the value of x, which was 10, the actual value of x variable is 10. I've printed that on screen, which you can see here. And after the increment, x value evaluates to 11 because it is being incremented by 1. So this is how you do it. And if you want to work with decrement, the same goes here. I would just say, I would just write down after decrement, now if I subtract 1 from this same x, what we're going to get, right? What if I decrement the value of x by 1, what I'm going to get? So let's compile this program. Now it's compiling, it's almost done. Let's run this code. Now you can see the difference. First of all, the value of x was 10, the actual value. I have printed that on screen. You can see it right here. And then after the increment, when 1 was added to it, it was evaluated to 11. And after decrementation, it became 10, right? Because 1 was subtracted. One digit was subtracted from it. So this is the use of increment and decrement operator. If you guys have any question related to this session, kindly ask me through the chat option or through the comment section. Thank you. So there were increment and decrement operators. So let me just save it in another file, right? I will rename it to increment, decrement operators, right? Now we're just going for the third one. We have it, you can call it the third one. All right, let me close it again. And we have it, right? Right. So now we have another one. You can say that it's called, all right, I think I lost them, but the third one here is called relational operators. And they're used while working with conditional statements. Okay, relational operators. So the first one, you can say we have this one: greater than, lesser than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to. We have all these samples. The first one actually compares two values. These are relational operators, means these are used for comparing two values. So the first one is used to compare two values. Are the two given values to the left side and to the right side, are both same or not? If they're same, it will return true. If they both are false, if this statement is false, it will return false. If x is greater than y, it will return true. And if x is not greater than y, it will return false. If the value to the left is less than to the right one, we'll get true, and vice versa. And this one, greater than or equals to, is when the x value is equal to or greater than the right one, it evaluates to true, otherwise false. And when the x value is less than or equal to the right one, it evaluates to true, otherwise false. And the last one is not equal to. It's the operator which says x is not equal to y. So if the x value, right, if x is literally not equal to y, it will return true, otherwise it will false. If both values become equals, this operator is going to return a false value. Okay, so these are operators, these are called relational operators. So let's work with it practically, and now you will see the difference here. So we have, suppose, two values, integer x and integer y, which is I initialize it with 5, and then let's work with it. The equal operator, here, you can check it. X equals to y, or you can just remove this line. Let's see the difference. X equals to y. So let's see the result. Let me compile it. Now it's compiling and running. I have to enclose it in parentheses in order to make it an expression. Now it's compiling, and now let's run it. I got the 0. 0 means false, and when we get the output as 1, that means true. So this is false because x is not equal to y. In x variable we have the value 10, and in the y we have the value 5. So x is not equal to y. That's why I got the value as 0. You see that? So this is the equality operator. So if I go with this one, that x variable is greater than y, it will give us the result as 1 because it evaluates to true, means the x value is literally greater than the y value. So I got the result as 1, which means true. This is how you work with it. And even if I put equal operator here, we'll still get the same result because the x value is still greater than y. So you see the difference. Still we got the answer as 1, which means true. And if I put less than, x is less than y, we'll get the answer as false because x is not less than y. You can see the difference. You can see the result. I got my answer as 0, which means false. So that's how you work with it. X is not equal to y, which is true. So we'll get the answer as 1. I'm going to get 1 on the output here because this is true. X is not equal to y. So this statement evolves to true. That's why we get 1 as our output. So these are called relational operators. I hope that this is clear. Once you work with these operators practically in upcoming programs, this will those programs or upcoming lectures will clarify any of your doubts. So don't worry about it if you're not getting it, getting these operators at this point. Okay, you just have to get a slight idea of these operators. Then later on, you will know about its use in upcoming lectures. And once you start practicing with C++, once you start coding in C++, you will realize, you will learn about the use of these operators. But for now, we're going for the next operator. We have it, it's called assignment operator. And you can see that what is an assignment operator? This right up here is an assignment operator. It assigns 10, the value 10 in variable x. This assignment operator assigns this value, the value on the right side is being assigned to the left one. So 5 is being assigned to the y variable. So assignment operator is used to assign values, right? And you can see that this is actually not the equality operator. This is called programmatically, it is called assignment operator. And for the equality, we have this operator. This operator is used for equality. To compare the two values, the left value and the right value, we use equality operator. And this value, the single equal sign, is basically called assignment operator. So What is the use of assignment operator? I'm sure you guys already know it. To assign one value into the another variable, or to assign a in one variable into another. You can also assign variables into other variables, right? So assignment variable has simple purpose to assign values to another value. That's simple, I guess. Now we have some more, we have few more operators. They're called logical operators. So the first one is OR operator. It's written as like this. And the second one we have AND operator. This is AND logical operator. And the last one here is OR, NOT, and the NOT operator. So you can also call it a logical operator, right? So these are logical operators, OR operator, NOT operator, and the last one is called NOT operator, OR operator, AND operator, and the last one is called NOT operator. These are called logical operators. So what it really does, let's explain it. The first one evaluates to true if one of the operand is true. If the left or the right value is true, if that evaluates to true, it will return true, otherwise false. The AND operator only and only returns true when both the operands, the left operand and the right operand is true, otherwise false. And this operator, you can say, reverse a given condition. If a statement is true, it makes it false. If the statement is false, it makes it true, right? So do you want to work with it? It's kind of simple, but we use these operators while working with if statement. So I just want to skip it for now. And when we work with it practically in upcoming lectures, in upcoming programs, this will clarify right there. So just keep in mind that this OR operator returns true when one of the operand is true, otherwise false. And the AND operator returns true when both of the operands are true, otherwise it will return false. And it reverses the given condition, right? If the given condition is true, it reverses it to false. Otherwise, if the given condition is false, it makes it true. So these are called logical operators. We'll work with it in upcoming lectures. So this was a simple lecture for now. In lecture 5, we have discussed about operators, different kind of operators in C++. In the next lecture, we will learn about conditional statements, if statement, else statement, else if statement. We'll learn about those conditional operators. I hope that this lecture is clear. And if you have any question regarding this lecture, go to the chat option, or just if you're watching it on YouTube, go to the comment section and ask your question. Thank you for taking your time to watching this lecture, and I will see you guys next time.